Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday Hype. This is Rob Johnson. We're not going to be here too long tonight, guys, because me and Larry both got assignments we got to get to. But this is going to be episode one of the Sunday Hype. Rob Johnson, Larry Patterson. Hey, Larry, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the Sunday Hype.
What's up, brother? It's the Sunday night hype. We finally here. We talked about it for quite some time. A couple things then got into the way of us doing this thing, and even still now, but we making a will and we making a way. So, welcome to the Sunday night hype, everybody, with Rob Johnson, Larry Patterson, Rob Johnson, Game Time Sports Network, Rob Johnson Media, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch this. I'm going to get it so I get Larry's Facebook. So I'm going to get it on both my Facebook and Larry's Facebook, and you can catch the Sunday Hype YouTube channel as well. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Lakers. Luka Doncic, he's been playing very well for the Lakers. However, LeBron's been playing at MVP level. Talk about these Lakers so far, and what's your impression?
These Lakers are playing a phenomenal level, man. I mean, winning what, five in a row. They got the Clippers again tonight. Luka Doncic has been playing out of his mind. I like the pairing with him and LeBron. This could actually make him a way better player than what he already is once he gets around. LeBron. I don't want to discredit Kyrie because Kyrie is a champion, but Kyrie ain't LeBron. Uh,
Yeah.
but I really think that this helps Luca and this for the future, especially when LeBron leaves, Luca will still be there, and Rob Pelinka will be ready to build around him, and we'll see how that looks in the future. But this team right now is looking pretty damn good, man. Don't you say so? Wouldn't you say so?
Well, if you look at last year, look what Kyrie Irving brought to Luka Doncic. Look what they did. They were what, the fourth, fifth seed in the Western Conference, and still were
Yeah.
able to get to the championship. I think this move for the Los Angeles Lakers was a Denver move. If you really think about it, if you look at Luka, this was a Denver move. This was a move to get past Denver because
Mm,
let's just be honest. We look at the rest of the teams in the West. A lot of teams are good. I'm a big fan of the Houston Rockets. I'm a fan of these other teams. I'm gonna tell you something, Larry. It wouldn't shock me in the NBA Finals if we got a Lakers against a Cavaliers. Hell, it wouldn't shock me if we got a Lakers versus Pistons. I don't know if people are paying attention to what the Pistons are doing right now, but to me, right now, what's going on in Detroit and what's happening in Los Angeles are just absolutely marvelous. We don't have to talk about the Pistons tonight. We can talk about them next week. But you look at what's happening in Detroit, the turnaround they made. They've already won 33 games, which they only won, I believe, 31 combined the last 2 years. And then everybody doubting JJ Redick. Look at what he's done. Look at the defensive prowess he's brought to this basketball team. How they have
yeah.
them more confident. LeBron James at 4 years old playing this well. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And we already came into the season knowing that JJ Redick would improve the offense, but the
Mhm.
way that the defense is playing as well, like that, this is very impressive. So, and then with the key additions that the other additions that they bought in, um, would you say that I think you might have already answered it by now, but I wouldn't be surprised if this team reached the finals, man.
Oh, no, most definitely, because you have to look at what's happening with the West right now. The Mavericks, Anthony Davis, we don't know if he's going to be healthy. The Oklahoma City Thunder still lost last year in the second round. Minnesota is a team that is very good, but they have questions. You look at some of the other teams. You look at some of the other teams that are in the Western Conference. When you look at the Houston Rockets, they're very good, but they're a young basketball team. And
Mm,
and and we just have to be honest about this, Larry. When you're talking about a team like the Los Angeles Lakers, you're putting Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the same damn basketball team. We're gonna reference that a little bit later when we talk about what happened last night at Elimination Chamber.
mm,
But when you put these two guys together, think about it. Luka got this team to the Western Conference Finals a few years ago, and he had absolutely no business taking them there.
right.
So what the hell is he going to do now that he has LeBron James? What the hell is the league going to do when you have these two guys playing this well? And Jackson Hayes, no, he is not Anthony Davis, but he is a stretch five, and he can do so many good things. If Jackson Hayes starts to score, then you really have a problem with this Los Angeles Lakers team. They play the Clippers tonight, and I can tell you, my friend, it is going to be an interesting matchup.
Exactly, and you know how LeBron kind of. I'm not saying all players that play with LeBron, but LeBron kind of does have that effect in his career where players do kind of play a little bit better when they playing with LeBron. So, Jackson Hayes is definitely a name to watch there.
Yeah. And let's
Going
be honest.
forward.
And let's be honest. And let's be honest about this, Larry. The Lakers were starting to play better basketball even before Luka got there.
Right.
Nobody can tell me that LeBron James is not one in the top five MVP candidates. If you tell me he's not, then I'm telling you, you don't know anything about basketball. All these loathing dudes out here like Charles Barkley, Stephen A. Smith, like try to discredit LeBron, try to discredit this era. Why don't you start giving these guys credit? Why don't you start giving these NBA players some love? Why don't you start giving teams like the Detroit Pistons, teams that are playing better, like the Houston Rockets? The NBA is in a good place, I feel like. The problem is, and they said something earlier, Larry, that really got to me. When they talked about how nobody talks about any other All-Star game. All the other All-Star games, look at the NFL. You can talk about the NBA All-Star game all you want to. They don't even freaking tackle anymore. And
Right.
LeBron James is 40 years old, and you're gonna get on him because he didn't play in the All-Star game? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Are you really
It's just
serious right
nitpicking
now?
at this
So
point.
Another
Just nitpicking. It's sad that the accolades of what he's done, it gets overshadowed, especially with somebody like a SAS, uh, who just complains about everything. It seems like, and I'm glad that the NBA players are kind of giving him a little backlash. Yep.
can you still hear me? Can you still hear me, Larry?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I had somebody ask me a question, man, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy how things are going on right now. But yeah, pretty much, man. I just think that yeah, if you're the Lakers, continue to play well. You got Luka Doncic, and if they end up winning a championship, there'll be no doubt about it of what's going on. Now let's get to the next topic. We're not going to do our top five next. We're going to save that to next week. But
Okay.
let's talk about NFL free agency. We'll talk top five next week when we have a little more time, and plus we can get a little more in depth. But free agency so far, did you see what happened with Debo Samuel yesterday? I made the prediction he was
Oh
going to
man.
Washington, and he's
Yeah.
now a Washington Commander. And I'm telling you, Debo is going to be more motivated than ever to go and play with Jaden Daniels. It's about to get really serious, ladies and gentlemen. Larry, what are your thoughts? And then, as you see, we have Sam Darnold, and we have the Cincinnati wide receiver T. Higgins, who's trying to get paid. Talk about it, man, real quick. Tell him, man.
Yeah, the Debo trade, pretty aggressive by Washington, starting off. What they got, like 80 million in cap or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, and they raised the cap as well.
yeah, right. So they'll see an increase in that. But I mean, I love the aggressive, move by Washington here. That lets you know that this team, this front office, is not the same front office that was in there when Daniel Snyder was there. This team is about
True,
making
true,
moves.
true. But I got to cut you off there, Larry. I have to cut you off there, my friend, because one thing I get so sick and tired of. Daniel Snyder actually did bring free agents. You know what the problem with the Washington Commanders is? The Washington Commanders for a long time, the NFL back when, especially back in the late '90s, 2000s, very competitive. The Commanders slash Redskins had a lot of good football. They had a lot of good football players on their team. It's just that they could not get over the hump. And then I think personally, what changed this franchise was the death of Sean Taylor. Okay. And then you had the RG3 situation. They had chances. They were up on the Legion of Boom 14-0. So it's not
Yeah,
too much Daniel Snyder, but the fortunes change. Because here's the thing, Larry. If even if he has a Jaden Daniels, the Commanders are doing the same damn thing they did last year. You know, people can talk about morale and all that, but let's just be honest. We Ron Rivera was a product of Cam Newton, just like Gene Chizik was a product of Cam Newton, just like Jimbo Fisher was a product of Jameis Winston in college. Sometimes we just have to be honest when we say that. I just wanted to point that out real quick. But to your point, the Washington Commanders still have a lot of cap space left, and there's a chance that they're going to bring in more guys. There's a good chance they're going to bring in better defensive players. They're going to get better, Larry. So I agree with you. The Washington Commanders are on the way up.
yeah, and with the rest of free agency coming up, plus the draft. I mean, they've drafted pretty well last year, and then, I mean, you got this year coming up with a loaded. defensive tackle class and edge class and running back class. I don't see anywhere this team going but up.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
And
know,
don't be shocked. I'm gonna tell you another thing. We talk about free agency. Free agency and the draft go hand in hand. It, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I've said this for months. Don't be shocked if the Washington Commanders trade some of their assets to go up to number one overall pick. I think somebody in the NFC East might trade their picks and go to number one overall pick because as big as free agency is, that prize of Travis Hunter is even bigger. And then if you can add
mm,
prize free agents and you can add some guys in that draft, I'm telling you that the NFL free agency is gonna be crazy. And the Patriots are
it,
number one. They have 130, $145 million in cap space.
it's up
That's
there.
crazy. So if you're telling me if you're the Patriots and you're not improving by next year or the year after that, then guess what? That just shows me that you're another incompetent franchise that can't get it done without Tom Brady.
We know that Robert Kraft will keep Mike Vrabel there longer than he did Gerard Mayo. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, trash. He
Yeah.
he's lucky. He's lucky they didn't get him caught up in Florida, but well, that's another story for another day. Like I said, guys, this is Sunday Night Hype. Rob Johnson, Larry Patterson. We're not going to be here too long again, guys. Next week you get the intro, you get all the good fixings and stuff like that. You'll get Larry's YouTube. You'll get Larry's Facebook page. Tonight we're live on our the Sunday Night Hype YouTube page. Make sure you check it out. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to the Rob Johnson you, Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe to Larry's page as well. Game Time 365 Sports. But let's get to what happened last night. Jesus Christ. Larry, take the floor.
Man, this was as you said earlier,
Historic. Fucking
historic
excuse my
heel
language.
turn,
Historic.
historic heel turn. As you said, the best heel turn since 1996 Bash at the Beach when Hulk Hogan shocked the world.
In
This was
Baltimore.
something. And this
This
was
was in
something.
Canada.
This was something that we didn't see coming.
But Larry,
I
but Larry,
must
but look,
I
but I can interrupt you, my friend. How did we not see it coming? Did you see how deranged he looked after he lost to Jey Uso? And think about how all this ties in. Last year they helped Cody Rhodes win that championship
yes.
by taking out the bloodline. So what happened in that year span? Like if we go back to it's to the point I'm gonna have to go back to the Royal Rumble and seriously watch John Cena from first to end and see what his mannerisms were. Because went in to hug dude last night, when he went in to hug dude last night, and he gave The Rock that look,
Oh man.
man, I have
Oh
never
man.
seen any
Let me
that
stop you there. It
brother,
was something. It was something
that
about that look,
look. Oh
man.
my
Oh,
God.
oh. Doesn't this give you
But Larry,
goosebumps about WrestleMania?
but Larry, but think about something. Think about something. Do you know? And when he was talking about in the press conference, he was getting drinks and it was a good segment with Cody. He wasn't saying he was like Busted Open was trying to make it like he was pulling back the curtain. No, he was saying that he was basically saying that him and Cody are gonna be they're gonna be homies now. They're gonna make do and make business together. But if you think about it, Larry, you know why this is so perfect? The Rock's Hollywood career has been a complete tragic show. So now you can see a situation where you have a guy like The Rock improving John Cena's Hollywood career.
Mm,
Like he was deranged. It was that pay-per-view last night, or that PLE, as you like to say, whatever they call it. Man, it was to behold. It from start to finish. Listen, even the Sam and we're gonna stay on the subject, but even the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match shocked me with how well they did it,
yeah.
how well it was done. The women's matches are usually kind of it was so well done. Even how
It
they,
was
they brought back Jade Cargill looking as strong as she did. And then to end it the way you did by having John Cena. And look, here's the thing, Larry. We still don't know what the freaking favor is. What's
yeah,
CM Punk's favor?
yeah.
What's his
And,
favor?
and also with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, they had their spat. Like it's so much history there. and with so many other storylines, like we still haven't gotten to the meat and potatoes of the situation,
Are
and we
Seth
still
Rollins,
have
but
like
now,
over a month
yeah,
to go.
and now to defeat this now, do Seth Rollins and CM and Roman Reigns have to call in reinforcement? Do they have to bring back a brother? Do they have to bring back a Shield brother? I don't think he's coming back, but I'm just saying, wouldn't it be interesting? But it would be
It would
nice.
be
It would
crazy.
be crazy. It would be crazy. But don't be shocked if CM Punk is not involved with this as well, because he still owes a favor. You imagine Paul Heyman managing The Rock. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this out my mouth. Imagine Paul Heyman double crossing CM Punk and him managing John Cena for the next 6 months.
Or what about Paul Heyman double crossing Roman Reigns?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
favor,
See,
the
see,
favor says a lot.
bro. See, that's the thing, man. Everybody's talking about how, oh my God, wrestling and things were in trouble, blah blah blah. Larry, quite literally, they had last night was the equivalent of 4 or 5 Montreal screw jobs. And listen, I'm so intrigued. Is John Cena going to come out in all black? Is he going to come out in all black? But you know something, Larry, we should not be shocked by this. And I'm going to tell you why we should not be shocked by this. I told people when John Cena did the whole NWO thing, where he was doing the thing with Bray Wyatt, that was our first clue right there. It was coming. Like the long term storybook in the booking. In fact, John Cena was supposed to turn heel in 2012. But just think about that. Think about the cinema The Rock did last night. Think about the cinema we had on live camera last night. You got John Cena now teaming with The Rock. Are you kidding me?
It was everything from The Rock coming out. Well, from The Rock coming out with the black on, and then Cody Rhodes coming out with the black on. And shout out to Darrell Owens because we was actually texting during while this was going on, and I said Cody in black, and I'm like, Cody's gonna sell his soul. But then it took a turn, and Cody told The Rock to F yourself. And then I'm still wondering, why is John Cena still in the ring? I didn't have it all put together, but something about that sinister look on John Cena's face. Oh man, it's something we've been waiting on for like 20 years.
Can I ask you something?
What's
What
that?
if? What if? What? This is the last thing I ask you is because everybody, welcome and thanks for watching Sunday Hype. We're about to get out of here in a minute. What if? What if? What if Roman Reigns was the mastermind the whole time?
Wow.
What if? What if Roman Reigns has been the mastermind the entire time? What if the what if the favor is more sinister than we even know?
Man, and this is the beauty about wrestling because when WrestleMania season
Man,
comes, it's like it's so
man,
predictable, right?
man.
It's so
But this ain't
predictable. Even
predictable.
in the past, it was
Listen,
so
but
predictable.
listen, but that's the thing, Larry. You look at all the criticism. People talking about, oh, WrestleMania. Now look at what's coming together. You got a
Yes.
dream match that we should have had with Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, which they will build up, and
Oh,
possibly
whoa,
get
whoa!
Jay
Wait a
Cargill.
minute. You still got Io Sky and Rhea Ripley tomorrow night, so we're not too sure about that.
Larry, I'm gonna be honest with you,
I'm
man.
just saying.
I gotta be 100% honest with you what I'm about to say, and I don't kill me when I say this. Io Sky is one of the best women's wrestlers I've ever seen.
Yes.
Io Sky and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania would light shit fire. Now I understand Rhea Ripley, but people, Io Sky is one of the best female wrestlers in the freaking world. But besides all that, Larry, tell the people, man, I enjoyed, man. Like it was quick, but the Sunday Night Hype, Rob Johnson, Larry Patterson, tell them, man, what they can expect in the future.
Man, you can expect just we going raw and uncensored? I mean this is our show, so I think we should do what we want to. We
Oh,
you got
yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, start next week. We're gonna
I mean, if you want to do our Facebook pages, you can, but exclusively we're going on YouTube, and it's going to be uncensored, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be cursing. There's going to be fire. Look, we're going crazy. We're talking wrestling. We're talking everything, Larry. So yeah, we're going crazy
Every
next week.
fucking thing. Everything. So guys, this is the Sunday Night Hype. Tune in next Sunday right
You hear
here
me?
on the YouTube channel. And yeah, we'll be back next week. You still there,
You hear
Rob?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good over there, brother? I think Rob's got some technical difficulties going on over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the first episode of the Sunday Night Hype with Rob and Larry. We will see you guys next week. Same time, we'll have everything put together. This is kind of something quick, so you all can get used to what you're about to see with the Sunday Night Hype. Uh, see you guys later, ladies and gentlemen.
You hear me, Larry?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just closed it out.
You hear me? You hear me, Larry? Well, everybody, that'll be the show for tonight. The Sunday Hype with Rob Johnson, Larry Patterson. We will catch you guys next week.